Hello, this video will take you through the steps of formatting a Microsoft Word document for formal writing, such as an essay, according to the guidelines of the Modern Language Association, or MLA. First, open a Word document, either from your programs list or from your desktop. Depending on the version of Microsoft Word that you are using, some of the default settings may already be correct according to MLA guidelines, while others may not. Therefore, it is always important to verify all of the settings, which we will do now. First, let's set the spacing. On the toolbar at the top of your page, find the icon that is labeled No Spacing and click on it. Next, click on the line and paragraph spacing icon. By clicking on 2.0, we ensure that the document will be double-spaced. The second step is to change the font. MLA does allow for a variety of fonts to be used as long as they are set to 12-point size. However, your teacher may require a specific font. The HHS English department does require the use of Times New Roman. To change the font, find the box toward the left side of your screen, which lists the default font. Click on the arrow to display a list of available fonts. You can either scroll down to Times New Roman or start typing it until it comes up automatically and then click on it. Then change the size of the font by clicking on the box to the right and changing it to 12. Next, you will need to insert a running page header. To do this, click on Insert, then Page Number, then Top of Page, and finally, Plain Number 3. At this point, type in your last name and a space. Once this is done, your last name and page number will automatically appear on each page of your document. Now, at this point, you may notice that the font of the header has reverted to the default of Calibri 11. Therefore, you will need to highlight it and change the header font to Times New Roman 12-point. Once you've done that, double-click at the left side of your page to exit the header function. Now, on the first page of your document only, you also need to type a full heading. At the left margin, type your first and last name and hit Enter. Next, you type your teacher's name and hit Enter. On the third line, type the name of the course and hit Enter. And the last step is to type the date that your assignment is due. The format is date, month, then year. Hit Enter. The next step is to add a title. The title is centered, so find the icon toward the left side of the toolbar to move the cursor, and then type your title. Notice that the title is not bolded, underlined, in all caps, or in any other way different from the rest of your text. In this example, however, I have used the title of a novel, so I do need to italicize just that part. To do this, I highlight the name of the book and then click on the italics icon. I then turn off the italics function and hit Enter. I'm now ready to type my introductory paragraph, so I move the cursor back to the left margin by clicking on the Align Left icon, and then hitting the Tab key to indent for a new paragraph, and begin to type.
Now we're going to review how to format the Works Cited page. It is always a good idea to create a Works Cited page before you begin typing your paper so that you have all of the information you need for your parenthetical citations. Begin by inserting a page break. To do this, move your cursor to the bottom of your document, then click on Insert Page Break. Notice that your running header carries over to your new page and the page number automatically adjusts as you add additional pages. You do not have to add a new heading as the heading is required only on the first page. The Works Cited page is always simply titled Works Cited. The title should be centered and it should stay in 12-point Times New Roman font. It is never bolded or italicized or in quotation marks. Notice that only the W and the C are capitalized. Remember that the Works Cited page stays double-spaced just like the rest of your paper. The entries are always arranged in alphabetical order and a hanging indent is used for each new entry. Those details can be taken care of with some simple formatting tricks after you've entered your citations. So let's pretend that my paper is about characterization in the novel 100 Years of Solitude. I obviously need to cite that text. Next, let's say that in my introduction, I hooked my readers with a quote from an interview with the author from the Paris Review. And finally, I included some biographical information about the author in my paper, so I'm going to cite that source for that information. Once I have all my sources typed in, I can go ahead and do the formatting tricks. To create the hanging indent, highlight all of your sources, then go to the small arrow in the lower right-hand corner of the paragraph section on your toolbar. You'll find a drop-down box under Special Indentation. Click on Hanging Indent and then OK. Finally, to alphabetize your sources, just highlight those sources again and go back to the paragraph section and find the sorting button with the A and Z and click on OK. That will automatically alphabetize your sources correctly. And there you have a correctly formatted Works Cited page. Now you are all set to begin typing your paper.